No, honey, nobody's gonna come and kill you.
Don't burn our building down.
No, we won't do that.
Everybody grab your map.
We believe that this thing had to be brought to a logical conclusion at some point.
February 28th, 1993, 9:30 a.m., Mount Carmel Center, Waco, Texas. ATF agents arrived to search warrant for the suspicion of illegal weapons in the possession of the Branch Davidians, 89s. But why did the Davidians have such weapons? They believed that they were becoming under attack by the ATF agents who were spawns of Satan because the end of the world was coming. During a small exchange of fire, one agent was killed, one agent was injured. The ATF then decided to make an upstairs assault to the second floor window. The ATF got one agent through, a second one halfway through, as one agent was gunned down. The ATF was then recalled, and in was called the Texas National Guard. The National Guard was called in to create and maintain a perimeter around the premises. The National Guard brought with them APCs, or Armored Personnel Carriers, to protect the agents and the National Guard troops that were enforcing the perimeter. During this time, helicopters were also flown all day and all night to use FLIR to identify the location of many of the hostiles inside. In addition to FLIR, thermal imaging was also used. Concertina wire was also installed around the premises of the compound to both prevent people from leaving and entering the building without the ATF, FBI, or National Guard knowing about it. During the night, bright lights and loud music were played to prevent sleep and create a stressful environment. During the day, negotiators in Koresh spoke about the Bible and other beliefs that the Davidians had.
Take his name. His name is Yahweh. In the Western, it's like this. Every time you breathe, you are saying the name of God. So everyone who breathes is taking God's name. And if we live without knowing His testimony, His word, we're living in vanity. And we're taking His name in vain.
After many weeks of talking and no real outcome, the FBI, along with Attorney General Janet Reno, decided to use CS gas. CS gas is used as a form of training for boot camp trainees, but that is only a mild amount. Branch Davidians were exposed to nearly 10 times this amount for over 6 hours. CS gas is not an actual gas, it's a chemical powder, which in the case of the Waco incident, it was mixed with methylene chloride, which changed it into an aerosol-like spray. The spray was then fed through large tubes that were attached to the tanks. The tanks then used these tubes to feed the spray inside the building, but after this was shown to have very little effect, the FBI decided that it needed to create bigger holes on the sides of the buildings in order to feed through more gas. Janet Reno, the Attorney General at the time, who both authorized the assault and the CS gas use, also assumed full responsibility for the fire and the assault.